Hi, I'm Priska from Tanzania, and I've been wanting to share this story for a very long time, but always I'm like, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. For all of us who knows that we have something and we want to share something, and then we don't have time, something like that. So for me, I just decided right now because it is actually what is the time now? Let me see. I think it is 11, yeah, 11 p.m., 11:22 p.m. But I just decided to record this video now. And even the light is not good. I don't have any good camera or anything, but I just wanted to start because if I don't start today, I may never start ever. So English is not my first language. So please bear with me. If you don't get me very well, it's understandable, but I'm trying my best because English is not my first language. So in 2016, I was just living my life. I never worked a day in my life at that time because I just finished school and I had my baby girl, in 2015. And then when she turned one in 2016, this friend called me and she was like, Priska, where are you? I told her where I was at that time, and she was like, would you be able to come to work in Oman? At that time, that was my first time to hear the word Oman. I don't know. I learned from school about this country, but I never thought about it after that. So when she told me like she was working in Oman, I was like, how did you get there? Like, how did you travel from here to there? Because for me, it was like, it seems impossible. So I asked her, and she was like, there's an agent. She can help you to travel from there to here, and you come to work. So um that was 2016. So I told her to give me the number of that agent. She gave me the number. I contacted that agent, and the agent told me to go to Dar es Salaam at the time. So I was living in Arusha, and then I decided to go to Dar es Salaam, and that was my very first time to travel to the big city because I was never there in that big city. I was just, I was born in a village, raised in the village. I went to school in the village. I never went to that big city. So it was my very first time. So when I reached Dar es Salaam, someone came to take me from there, and then they took me to the house. I found some other girls there. There were more than 11, I think, and then me also. So it was a lot of us, if I can say, many of us. I don't know. Yeah. So I was so surprised because I didn't know there are a lot of girls there. So I was like, okay. So I think this is not only me who knows this thing. I think this thing is like a lot of people knows about it. So I started asking around, like, do you guys know where we are going? Do you guys know what is happening there? Do you guys know anything about that country? So there are some of them who already went to that country, and then they go back, and then they want to go again. So they are used to that kind of, work. So, but, someone could give you a picture of what it looks like, but still you will not understand if you have not gone there. So at the time, I was like, okay, that's fine. If you know where, sorry, if you know where that country is and you know it is safe, maybe I can go without worrying. If people are there, that means it's a good country and it's safe. So we started the process, looking for documents and and everything, and then starting the process of traveling. So I don't know how I can explain this, but I just want to give you the clear picture of what was going on. That's why I decided even to say this story, to tell you this story, because for me, when I look back now, I feel like there are a lot of things that were happening, and it was like something was telling me not to go, or something was, I don't know how to put it, but it was like I was not supposed to go there, but I forced it. So, as I said, it was 11 of us, and that was July. When I went there to that house, it was July, but preparing our documents and everything, it took 3 months. That 3 months, that means from July to October. So in October, I remember October 9th, I we were called. We were at the house, we were called, we got a call, and the agent told us to prepare ourselves because we were leaving. And remember, that was, I think it was 6 p.m. in the evening, and he was like, prepare your bags. You are leaving right now. I was like, okay, we are leaving at night. But he was like, yeah, you are leaving at night. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So we prepared our bags, and we were like, okay, we don't know what is happening because they never used to tell us ahead of time that you are leaving at this time, No, they're just surprising us because we don't know anything. We're just there waiting and everything. So this guy came and took us from the house, and he told us to prepare our bags, and we were just taking our backpacks, nothing else. And for me myself, I just took one dress in the backpack, just one dress, and I remember that dress until today. It was white and red, white dress with red dots, red cycle dots, like, oh my goodness, I don't know how to put it, but it was crazy. I remember right now, whenever I remember, I just laugh myself because that was crazy. So I was wearing a top and a skin, like, it was it even a skin jeans or skin tight? I don't remember very well, but it was a blue skin tight, I can call it, because it was not a jeans. It was like, I don't know, this material was like elastic or something. So it was a tight, maybe. Let me say that. And then I was wearing also a blue, it was not even a t-shirt, it was half here, like this half, and oh my goodness. Come to remember it right now, I don't know, I was looking like someone who don't even know how to I don't know how to put it. So that was it. I think I have a picture of me at that time, 2016. So we took off from the big city, and then now we were going from Dar es Salaam to Tanga, and then from Tanga we were to enter Kenya, because we were traveling from, not in Tanzania. We were not going to take a flight from Tanzania to Oman, but we were going to take a flight from Kenya to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Muscat, Oman. So me at that time, I didn't know anything. I was just following them. I was like, okay, fine, whatever you wanted to do, it's fine. So me, I was just following around. I didn't know any better or anything, not asking any questions. As actually, I'm a very quiet person. Very quiet. I'm a very quiet person. So when I decide to just keep quiet, I could keep quiet for a very long time, even a whole day without talking or anything. So I was just following the agent, and then he took us. We took a small bus. Was it a small bus? And we were only six or seven of us, because we were 11, but six of the girls, they went ahead of us, and then we remained five, and the agent, that was six, and the driver, I think the driver and the conductor, I think something like that. Now we were 11. Oh my God, am I tired or something? Now we were like, I think six in the bus. Yeah, we were six in the bus. and it was a small bus. So we traveled the whole night from Dar es Salaam to Tanga. We arrived at Tanga, I think it was 5 a.m. We arrived there. We freshened up. We had breakfast, and then at 7 we started the journey again from Tanga to Mombasa, because we had to enter Mombasa, and then after Mombasa we took a flight from Mombasa to Nairobi, and then from Nairobi to Dubai, and then from Dubai to Muscat. That was how many flights? Mombasa to Nairobi, Nairobi to Dubai, and then Dubai to Muscat, 3. So I had my tickets, all 3 tickets, but I didn't have the visa at that time. I didn't have the visa at all, and everyone else, like it was 2 of us. I think 2 of us didn't have the visa. That had copy of the visa. So we were 11, as I said. 9 of them, they had the copies, but 2 of us, we didn't have it. And before that, actually, when we were in the border, all of them, they just went ahead of me, and me, I don't know what was happening, but they just told me to stay there. And I'm asking myself, like, what is going on? Why would they tell everyone else to go ahead and then they leave me here? But I didn't care at that time. I didn't care at all. I was actually moving like someone who is being forced to go anywhere. And I will explain why I was moving like that. But at that time, it was my very first time to travel. It was my very first time to go to work. It was my very first time of everything. So I didn't know anything at all. But at least I could speak a little bit of English, just like now. I could speak a little bit of English. So at least I could understand when they are speaking. So there they told me to stay there because we had to have, like, I don't know, this I don't know, the fingerprints or something went wrong there. I don't remember very well because it was a very long time, but I think something went wrong on my side and they told me to stay there. And the agent told me, Priska, all of us, we just, everything just went smoothly. What is going on with you? Why are you the only one who is being remaining here? Like the bus almost left. They almost left me there. And I didn't care. I was like, if you leave me here, you just take a bus and go back home or stay here. I don't care. At the time, I didn't care at all. I don't know. Just didn't care. So after they told me all that, and I don't remember what happened. They told me to just leave. They gave me my documents, my passport and everything, and they told me, go, 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 run, 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 run. The bus is going. I'm like, okay. I ran. I entered the bus, and we started the journey to Mombasa. Now, we were supposed to leave at 3 p.m. Our first flight was 3 p.m. from Mombasa to Nairobi. And then after we arrive in Nairobi, we'll take another flight from Nairobi now to where? To Dubai. So after we arrived at the airport, I had my passport and I had my tickets and I was ready, but I was very dirty. That is something that I will never leave out. Because remember, we traveled the whole day. I had only one dress and I had only the skin tight and the t-shirt that I was wearing. It was not even the t-shirt, it was a singlet or something. So I didn't have to change because I have not even traveled far. And I was supposed to change only once. So when we were there, 11 of us, 9 they left, like they entered inside, and two of us, we were told like wait here so that they go and print our visa. They had copies of the visas. So we were waiting. Only two of us. We were waiting. They went, they printed, and then they finished. When they finished the printing, they come back, and it was already late because it was only, I think, 15 to 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes the flight take off. So they told us like there's no way you can enter now. You have to wait, you have to book the flight again or find another way. Like you can't enter right now. So we were left there. And I think they had no money to like book the flight right away. So they decided to wait for a week. So they took us from the airport to this house. I don't even remember the house until today, but I stayed in Mombasa for a whole week in 2016 October. I stayed in Mombasa for a whole week, and then after that, we were just eating, taking a bath, sleeping, eating, taking a bath, sleeping. We were not allowed even to wash the dishes, nothing at all. Even our own clothes that we were wearing, we were not allowed to wash. It was like I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? Like, what is going on? Why are we not allowed to do any housework? Like nothing at all. We were just in our rooms, just go inside, take a bath, eat, sleep. That is all. I was very tired. I'm going to tell you, like, there's nothing that is so tiring, like just eating, sleeping, and taking a bath, like doing nothing. And at that time, I didn't even have a phone. We don't have a phone, we don't have a TV, we don't have nothing at all. We're just inside, just eating, sleeping, taking bath, eating, sleeping. Oh my goodness, it was too bad. But then after that, after a week now, someone came and took us, and they gave us the copies now of the visa, and they told us to go. So we went. They gave us the numbers, and then we went. We entered the flight. We we left from Mombasa to Nairobi. When we arrived in Nairobi, that's why I wanted to give you this story. When I arrived in Nairobi now, we we were told to wait somewhere. Actually, you can imagine, Nairobi, I mean Kenya, is a Swahili speaking country, I think. Swahili or Swanglish, because they speak both languages, speaking Swahili and English. But for me, I didn't know. I didn't know they speak Swahili. So I went there, I started speaking English, and that guy took my passport. He looked at my passport and he started speaking in Swahili. I was like, oh, so you could speak Swahili? And he was like, yeah, you don't know this is Kenya. Kenya will speak Swahili. So I'm like, okay. I didn't know at all. That's why I was speaking English. So it was like, go there, because he was explaining to us where to go. First time is not easy. You can't find anything by yourself. And at that time, we were so young. I was just 21. I didn't know. I never traveled, so I didn't know anything. And it was two of us. And for me, at least I could speak English. My friend was not speaking English at all. So she was relying on me to explain to her what is going on at the time. So after we went inside the terminal that we were supposed to go. We entered that terminal, and then after that, we found these two people, a lady and a guy, and they told us like give us your passports. We gave them our passports, and then they told us to stay. Like there was a bench there. They told us to sit there. So we sat there, and he started asking me, oh my god, like my story, like my journey was not easy at all. He started to asking me like, um why does it say in your passport that you are Tanzanian, in your visa you are Ugandan. So for me, they gave me, remember they gave me the hard copy of the visa when I was at the airport. So I didn't even read it. I didn't know what I was holding. I didn't read it at all. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't read that paper at all. So she read it and she saw there it was written that I am Ugandan. At that time, I actually gave up. I was like, this is the third time now. My other, my other, the others are leaving, and me, all the time, there is something to make me stay. So I don't care. Now I'm just sitting here. I'm not going anywhere. So I just kept quiet. I'm like, what are you going to believe? That I am Ugandan or I am Tanzanian? I don't care. If you're going to believe that I am Ugandan, that's fine. If you're going to believe that I am Tanzanian, that's fine too. So that lady looked at me and then she was like, sit there. I sat. I sat there and I kept quiet. I was just looking at her. And she saw in my eyes that I was very tired. And that friend, the friend that I was with, she was like, Priska, you're going to give up just like this. I'm like, what else am I going to do? I'm just going to give up. Let me just give up because what else can I do? Everywhere I go, there's a problem with me. Everywhere I go, there's a problem with me. They have to find something with me. Lazima, lazima. They have to find something with me. So I'm like, I think I'm going to stay. I'm not fighting for this anymore. If you have to go, you go. For me, I'm going back. If they send me back, it's okay. I'm going back to my daughter. But the time I was missing my daughter very much. Imagine I haven't even traveled. I was still in Tanzania. I mean, I was still there. I left my daughter in July, and then it was October. I missed my daughter. She was just 1 year. She just started calling me mama. So I didn't even know. I was like, if I'm going back, it's fine. I'm going back, at the time. But at the end of the day, they told us, just leave, We stayed there like more than 20 minutes, I think. So I don't know what they did. They called or they did anything. I don't know. I just stayed there and I wasn't even looking at them. So they called us. They're like, go to your gate because your flight is going to leave like in 20 minutes. So we left. We went to the gate. We found the gate. We entered the flight that was going to Dubai. And then when we arrived at Dubai, because I think we arrived at 11 p.m. in Dubai. We arrived in 11 p.m. and then at 11 p.m. that we arrived, we were supposed to sleep at the airport because my flight was the next day. Was the next day at what time? My friend was leaving at 5 a.m. Because we had different flights from Mombasa to Nairobi, and from Nairobi to Dubai we had the same flights. But from Dubai to Muscat, we had different flights. She was leaving early and she was leaving me. As you can see, she was leaving me again. So her flight was 5 a.m. and mine was 12 a.m. Was it? Yeah, it was 12 a.m. So I was to stay there from 11 p.m. to that time without, like, we had the food. Remember, we had the food because the flight from Nairobi to Dubai, it is, I think, 4 and some minutes or maybe 5 hours. I don't remember very well, but it was 4 to 5 hours. So we had some food in the flight. And as you know, the food on the flight is not the food that you can have and you stay for a very long time. So I was supposed to have that food on the flight, and then after that, I stay until uh, 12 a.m. and then I take my flight, 40 minutes from Dubai to Muscat. And then after I arrived in Muscat, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know anyone. I don't have any number. So before that, we actually the flight was smooth from Dubai now to Muscat. It was very smooth. But now I arrived in Muscat. I think it was 1 p.m. Yeah, I don't remember the time, but I think it was 1 p.m. when I arrived in Muscat. And then when I arrived in Muscat, I thought maybe when I arrive, I'll find someone waiting for me, holding maybe a big banner written my name, Priska, or something. Maybe, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I was very confused at that time. So I arrived at 7 at 1 p.m. My dears, I stayed there from 1 p.m. to 7 to 7 p.m. Remember what I have eaten on the flight. Remember what I've eaten on the flight. I'm hungry. I am tired. I'm in a country that I don't speak any language. I see only white people. I didn't know anything. Very confused. I just wanted to cry. I didn't know what to do. And that was just the beginning of the story. That was just the beginning. Now, in the next part, I will tell you how someone came to get me. Because remember, I told you I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anyone at all. I didn't know who was coming to take me. I didn't know if they speak my language. I didn't know anything. And why I stayed from now 1 to 7 at the airport. I stayed from 1 to 7 at the airport. I'll tell you the story in the next part. For today, as you can see, I'm so sleepy, I'm so tired. So I'm going to continue the story tomorrow. But for today, if you love the story, please just don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can get the stories, the notifications when I post the stories, so that I can start again learning the language, because I've been speaking English very well, but now I can see it is going like I'm even starting to forget English. I was speaking English very well. Now I can't even speak very well. I forget some words. But you can't blame me. I speak 3 languages right now. I speak English, I speak Arabic, I speak Swahili, and I'm learning French. So it's kind of confusing right now. It's confusing, but it's fun. I like it. I like it. But I don't have people to speak with me in English. That's why I'm starting to forget, the language that is not your first language and you are not practicing. It's not easy. It's not easy to stay like, yeah, you understand what I'm saying. So just don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to give us your opinion on this story. Tell us if the voice is not good. The what? Because I'm starting. Actually, you can't blame me. I'm only using my phone, and the light that I'm using right now is night, so of course the light is not good. But next time, I'll make sure and I will try to record in a better place. But you will help me if you subscribe and I see you people engage with me. I'll be very happy for sure. So for today, let's leave here. I love you guys so very much. Bye.